the first thing I said was, look, brother, I don't hate you. I don't hate you, man. I said I was angry at you because the things that you were teaching, you were going off, and, you know, I said it, but I don't hate you. And then we started going into it, you know, back and forth. And it wasn't hostile, like Elder Tahar said, and Nate'll tell you, there was no hostility on my end, and there was no hostility on his end, but we were dealing. We were dealing in the scripture. I was quoting scriptures, and he was coming with his stuff and quoting scriptures, and we right there on the damn train, man. We just started going into it, and it was spiritual because it was like nobody else was around, man. Like, in other words, the other people, we wasn't paying, like everything else got phased out. It was like we was like in the movies or whatever, or like you on a stage, and like, you know, what they call that stage light, the spotlight, or it was like we was just in our own spotlight, man.
In other words, it was like in the theater.
Yeah.
Now the word theater,
yeah,
you got to go into them words.
Yeah.
Got to be a wordsmith. When you look the word theater up, it comes from the Latin word theos, which means God. Okay? Because this is the Most High's play. This is the Most High's movie.
Done.
And that's why the Most High cleared everybody out,
yep,
and had the spotlight on your two.
Yep.
Everything's spiritual, man.
Done. Well, that's exactly what it was like. Because I know for me, it was almost like nobody else was on the train. Or the people in the train might have been, you know, people are nosy. So I'm pretty sure people were probably listening, but I wasn't paying attention. And Nate, we were just locked in on each other. You know what I mean? And there was another brother with me, one of the younger officers, but he was just standing back, just observing the whole situation, you know? So we was on the train. So we were actually, like I said, we almost missed our damn stop. Then we got to 42nd Street, and then we realized that, that was my stop. And then Nate said, you got to get off at this stop? I said, yeah, this is actually our stop. I said, what about you? He said, yeah, I got to get off at this stop too. I had to get off, and then he had to get off on the same stop. So he said, nah, brother, we got to, let's go, come on, let's go, we got to talk. I said, yeah, man, let's go. So we got off the train, we went upstairs at Grand Central, over there by the benches, and we stood there, and we just continued to go into it. Oh, and it was Nate, and then he said, you got to call Tahar, right now, I want to talk to Tahar, and I obliged him, I called Elder Tahar. And then that's when I called Elder Tahar, and he told you his part of it, and he was on the phone with Elder Tahar for a few minutes, and then eventually I got the phone back, and then after we hung up from Elder Tahar, and we did exchange phone numbers, by the way, because I told Nate, I said, look, we got to exchange numbers. We'll keep in touch, and I said, I'm willing to deal. We're willing to deal with you and try to set you right, but you got to be willing to seek correction.
Yeah, because we're correct and you're not correct, man. Okay, get that through your mind. We're correct and you're not correct, and we're not saying it to brag or boast. We're saying it because it's a fact, man. You got to get yourself in order. So you know what your problem is, Nate? You got a problem humbling yourself, man. You got a problem humbling yourself, and that's why last week and the week before, maybe a couple weeks before that, we do a lot of videos focusing on you. And it's actually showing love, really. Tough love, but love.
Yeah.
Now, you don't be making videos getting on us because there ain't nothing that you can get on us about, man.
Yeah. Khan, Barakatah, Khan. Now, the thing is this, we've been getting on Nate kind of hardcore, coming at him hard, right? But then, the Lord, but that's a part of the spirit of the Lord. The Lord that's how the Most High deals sometimes. The Most High sometimes comes rough, and I told him that. I said, look, and especially, I said, look, Nate, I said, sometimes, hey, man, when this is a spiritual thing, and especially when you putting things on video, things get sensationalized, man. Okay, and I told you, I said, but look, if there's anything that we're saying wrong or we're lying about something, tell me, right? And we'll correct it if we're really saying something wrong. And then you told me most of the things that we were saying, like, okay, the case in point, like the thing with Barak Shah. Now, you told me about Barak Shah, and I told you, I said, Elder Tahar even said it on the camera, you did the right thing by kicking Barak Shah's ass out of there, man. Because Barak Shah was a straight-up demon, man. And I'll even tell you, what for the people that don't know, Nate was pretty much telling me that Barack Shaw, when he was in the school, but Elder Tahar he always maintained that you was a man of the Lord, and he think you gonna come out of whatever madness you was into. But he used to always say Barack Shaw wasn't right.
Still in that madness.
Yeah, that madness.
Okay, I might say he's a man. I believe he might be a man. He may be a man of the Lord, but he's still in that madness, and you're still going off. I don't give a damn how many people that you follow, because all your people that follow you are following you and blindly following you, man.
Yep, that's right. In other words, what I told you, the main thing I kept saying about the name, and then you said that you know the name of the Lord is the most Yahweh Shai. You said it, and you said your congregation knows. So you got to push that on camera, man. Yeah. In other words, forget about you got to teach it. In other words, when I say push it on camera, meaning you got to teach it. You got to proclaim it. Look, man. I told you. I told Nate. Right when we were talking, I said, "Look,
taken away from the word, man.
Yeah.
You can't add or take away. So when you know that the name of the Lord is who we say it is, what you know, you're supposed to teach it, man.
That's right. You have to. Well, like I told you, Nate, that's what we draw. I said that name is important. I told you right there when we were talking. I said, look, man, you got to push that name. If that's the case, you got to push it. You got to teach it. I said, because number one, that name, that's where we draw our power from. That's where we draw our power from, the name. Because when shit is going down, you getting jacked up or you sick or you get locked up in prison or whatever happens to you, then you got to call upon that name. That's where the power comes from. Okay, that's right. Like the brother said, he quoted the scripture, the name of the Lord is a strong tower, man, to seek that refuge. Now, like you was telling me the thing about Barack Shaw, but then I was telling you, and I said no. That's why. Okay, the thing with Barack, like you said, most of the things that we were saying. Okay, the thing about the issues that you were having with your wife, that was true, right? And Barack Shaw and Barack Shaw's woman and your woman were like running buddies. They were cool. So pretty much you and your wife was beefing. Nate and his wife were beefing, having the problems or whatever. So. Your wife was going off by telling personal business to Barack Shaw's woman, because she was supposed to be telling y'all personal affairs of what was going on anyway. But she did. So anyways, Barack Shaw woman, you told me you found out.
Situation with you and your woman, man. That's why you're supposed to have more than one woman, man.
Yep.
You should have got you a side piece or two.
Yeah, gun. Well, that's why the women should. Well, that right there.
Telling you like it is, like Gil Noble, baby.
Yeah. Well, really, that's why. Like, and I was telling you, or I didn't get a chance to say that to you because there was so much stuff, that me and Nate were talking about. And then aside from that, then we started talking about, which I'll bring some of it out. And then I'm talking about me and Nate. We started just talking about other things. He was kind of filling me in on things that was going on with some of these other niggas that he knows about. And then I was telling him about different things that that I knew about with some of these other niggas, which I'm gonna bring some of it out for edification. Which Nate was telling me, he said Sa'aj is a demon, okay? And I don't know if he's up there still in Boston running around. I don't think so, because we haven't seen him up in Boston, right? I'm gonna bring out the wickedness. I'm gonna bring it out, the stuff that Nate told me, the stories, just so everybody could know that Sa'aj is a demon,
the devil,
and the devil, okay? Now the thing with Barack Shaw, you told me that you found out that Barack Shaw had his woman up in the goddamn school, teaching a woman's class, man. And then you said
out of order.
Yeah.
And Nate, and if you knew about that, man, you were out of order for allowing that thing to happen, man.
Yeah.